There was an inn there called the Coleraine Inn. Pickup trucks, jeeps, cars were everywhere. The town only had a blinking light. I coasted into the parking lot and the old van ran out of gas as I stopped. I got out and heard that sound that I have learned to cringe from, the sound of air escaping a tire from a puncture of some sort. Oh shit, yahoo, amen. $2, one pack of Marlboros, and 4 joints. As I grabbed the guitar, I sure hoped they liked me at the Coleraine Inn, 'cause it appeared I was going to be here for a while. Before I ever rounded the corner, I heard loud rock and roll music. I got to the front door, and the man at the door said, "Sir, it's $2 to get in, and you can't bring that guitar in." I said, "I'm going to have to sing on this band's break. I can't leave. You see, my van just stopped and ran out of gas in your parking lot, and there's a tire on it going flat as we speak, and I only have $2 to my name. I can't leave." The guy on the door said he owned the place, and he would have to ask the leader of the band. Peter Newland and Fat. Rock and roll and R&B and a great sounding band. All original music and every song a hit. The best music in the world is out here on the road in unheard of, out of the way places. The music industry is too lazy to record or find the best. They couldn't control small town and regional acts anyway, because people like that out in the real world won't be told what to do. All music should be recorded in its raw, original, untouched beauty and form, and no one, I mean no one, record companies, producers, managers, millionaires, wives, mothers, preachers, presidents, no one should change any of it. Leave it alone and appreciate it as it is. The owner came back and said the band was getting ready to take a break and I could go up and sing then. The gods were with me. He said, "Oh, by the way, give me your van keys. There's a fellow in the bar who has a station down the road. He'll fix your tire and fill you up with gas." I couldn't believe my ears. I must have pulled in to the pearly gates. When Peter Newland walked off the stage, he smiled and shook my hand and said, "I'll take a chance on anyone, buddy." I jumped up on his stage with his audience that was cranked up from rock and roll, and I told the story about Yukon Tim and recited the poem and sang the song, and the room got pin-drop quiet. I stayed on stage for about 30 minutes, and it was a great room full of people. Peter and I became brothers for life that night and still are to this day. A lot of whiskey and wild times rolled through our lives through the years. He says I'm the best, and I say he is. Two pearls untouched by the dream stealers. We've both had offers and have come close, but we've been saved for something else. Another good bar owner and another town full of good people and some good friends were met that night at the Coleraine Inn. Welcome to New England. Snow, cold air, quick-witted, fast-thinking people who are standoffish for a while and who will do anything to help you. They won't leave you stranded. It's too damn cold. That's good, because misplaced Okies are cold all the time. This adventure has a lot of special moments and could take up a whole book by itself. At another time, I will go back and finish from 1972 to 2002 before I forget the main events. My mind still remembers everything, but at my age and with my health habits, it could all be gone at any moment. I'm in no shape to exercise or change many more habits now. I landed work at the Coleraine Inn twice a month. Paid. Peter turned me on to a bar in Wilmington, Vermont called Marcel's, and everything started to fall into place. Bill, who is also a master carpenter, landed a job rebuilding a porch for some neighbors, and Dave was trying to write his book. Kathleen was learning the art of pregnancy, and little Darlin was keeping Bill in bed. I know, because I could hear them going at it any time Bill wasn't working on the neighbor's porch. This caused me to acquire a hormone imbalance, which created a problem in my mind. I was constantly going to bed with a problem on my mind and waking up with a solution in my hand. I started missing Gypsy Lady a lot, and she was missing me, which eventually caused me to talk her into selling Granny Goose and buying a one-way ticket to New England. Of course, she also brought her dog and cat, and before the summer was over, her 2 children, Michael and Alicia, came to stay for the school year. Oh shit. Yahoo. Amen. As the summer progressed, Bill and little Darlin ran out of work and migrated north to Burlington to hammer and nail. Kathleen went to the welfare office and claimed she was deserted by a mad professor, and we acquired food stamps and trips to the baby doctor and Lamaze classes, and we all learned how to breathe properly between joints. Mary and Brother Dave began to have some sort of problem, but as usual I was oblivious to anything that dealt with the word problem. I was only concerned with love and happiness and music and fun and sunrises and sunsets. Kathleen was analyzing everyone and kept me laughing. If we could have changed partners at this point, the dance probably would have lasted a lot longer, but no one thought of that. Toward the end of the summer, I was singing in Wilmington, Vermont, a lot, and we found a house in a development called Chimney Rock. It was a big house, 2 stories as I recall, with a fireplace and deck. Mary and I and the kids were going to take over the upstairs and Dave and Kathleen the downstairs. Kathleen was due to give birth at any moment. She needed to be in town. We moved, and soon a baby was born. A cute little baby named Sunrise Cricket, John Paul Hilligoss Schindler. Sunrise came home from the hospital to live in a Stetson hat box of mine. It was a perfect fit for him until he kicked out the end of the box. We moved him then into an empty drawer next.